Hi, friends. Hello. Hi, Daniela. Hey. Yeah, it's just so frustrating. We'll give this some time for some people to show up. I know it's completely random. I just needed to hang out with some people who I know support me and care about me today because I'm just panicking. And there's nothing I can do until they decide to email me back, which could be 1 to 2 days. And since it's a Monday, I'm sure it'll be a while. Some of you maybe don't know what I'm talking about anyway, so we'll just give it a minute. But you can't see it here, but I have all my Christmas present stuff around me. So I thought that I'll end up wrapping some presents here while we chat. But yeah, those of you who are watching this on playback, hello. Welcome to a random hangout on a Monday. I woke up this morning to a note from my Patreon that says, hold on, I'll just read it. So I woke up to this at 8:30 a.m. that said, "This is a note to alert you that your Patreon account has been suspended and is pending removal for suspicious activity. If you believe this action was taken in error, please reach out to us. Patreon trust and safety," which of course I did immediately, put in a ticket. And I'm like, but I mean, the thing is, once you're kicked out, you don't have the same access to support as you do. So now you're just like an outsider, basically, which is just the shittiest thing because I read somewhere that you're still supposed to be able to have access. You just wouldn't be able to like cash out, basically, is what it is. And so I was like, okay, well, let me go in and like see if I see what this is. Cause I was like, what is suspicious? What's going on? I'm like, I haven't done anything different that I know of in the 18 plus months that I've had this. I'm like, what have I done different today that's different than before? I have no idea. So I fill it out and then you just have to wait. They don't have a support number. The only number I found is a disconnected one. So the only way they can contact you is through email, and you just have to wait for their pleasure to get back to you. And I'm a really small creator compared to a lot of people. So, who's to say they'll even who's to say they'll even care about making it right for me, So it just sucks. And I was like, some people might say, like, don't put all your eggs in one basket, but it's like, how many of us only have one job? Oh, thanks, Daniela. See, guys, make sure you have it turned on that you can accept gifted memberships because Daniela is going to be really sweet. Thank you. That's so nice of you. Her being the best. Sorry, what was I saying? Who's to say that they even... Okay, what was I talking about? Okay, diversifying. And I was like, that's true, but how many of us only have one job? I mean, before I had this going, I had one job where I worked full time. So it's like, it's a little unrealistic to tell people have it diversified when it's like, I try, like YouTube, I do get paid directly from YouTube, but it's significantly less, right? Like Patreon is where you guys really put in the support. And I keep more of the support. That's the thing too. Like YouTube, they take a good chunk of you, where Patreon takes a lot like less, right? So yeah, it's just, I don't know. But we'll see. We'll have to see how bad it is. We'll see when they actually get back to me, if they're like, there was suspicious activity in your, like maybe there's something funky that happened with my credit card or, like my debit card that it goes into. Maybe it's something like that where I just need to prove my identity, because I've also read that in some of the info that if there was suspicious activity that way, they lock the account down so that nobody can, steal your money from you. So yeah, I have no idea. Like, yeah. Because it doesn't say that it was like a community guidelines thing. It says suspicious activity. So maybe that's like a good thing because if all I have to do is prove my identity, I can do that really easily. Like I already have a picture of my license like ready to go because they say they might ask for that to prove who you are. I have like my business info ready. So it's like I have everything. I just need someone to contact me. And because we're going to do it email wise, like I just hate that. I'd rather talk to somebody. So anyway, it's a depressing way to start the day, but it's like, what can you do? I think the thing is too, is it's not like the support isn't there. Like I know that everyone who supports me on Patreon genuinely, you know, wants me to succeed at that. And so do you guys who can't, it isn't just about the people who can support with money, but Joe, you're so cute. I can't like show comments because I went live right with YouTube just because I didn't want to start a StreamYard thing. But Joe said, who do we need to fight? Like, I don't even know, girl. I don't even know. Cause it's like, I don't think it really helps for like supporters to message them and be like, let us have our person back. Like, I don't think that's going to help. I think I just need to know what went wrong. Like, did I post something I shouldn't have? Did I cash out too many times? I don't know. Cause that's the thing with Patreon too, is you can cash out whenever you need it, which is helpful because I have bills due at all different times during the month. So whenever there's a good chunk in there, I cash out. Am I doing that too many times? Like, is there a limit that I don't know about? Like, what's going on, So I have no clue. So yeah. But anyway, this is just, okay, let's see what some of you had said. Sorry, I'm just sitting here with it. I think, let me see. No, I don't know how to do that. Anyway, thank you for support. Thank you, Emily. Thank you, Marta. Yuna, thank you so much. You guys are so good to me. Exactly. Even if you do diversify, one is going to bring in more than the other. Yes, that's exactly it. We all have a main income. That's just how it is, Losing the Patreon to me is equal to when I like lost my job, right? Patreon has like equaled what I was making monthly at my sit down job. Honestly, it's very, very close to it. So it's like losing my job again if this can't get fixed, right? And to have to like start all over again with that during Christmas season, during, when it's the busiest time for everybody else too, right? You don't want to be the person who's just like whining about their problems, right? But yeah, because I did have a couple people send me some like other options. There are some other platforms that like rival Patreon, but the issue with that too is like, are they trustworthy? Will my audience want to support me through another platform? Because that's the thing too. Like I support people on Patreon because I trust them. Like I trust that the money's going to the person. I trust that if there's an issue, I'll have help, and we'll see if that continues. I have no idea. A lot of companies don't have a customer service hotline and it's frustrating. Yeah. I mean, I know why they do it because then they don't have to take like live calls with people. They don't have to worry as much about like getting abuse from people on there. Like I understand because when I worked for Microsoft, I didn't work in customer support, but we had people who they weren't getting the support that they needed through customer support. So they would just find whatever number they could and call it and then start like cussing you out when you had nothing to do with it, which was always just really frustrating. I'm going to keep like checking my email too, because if they ever do like email me back while I'm sitting here, I will tell you what I hear or whatever. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah. So there are a few like other options. And different ones need to be international too. There's some apps that I don't have in Germany. Oh, yeah. That's a good point. I need to check for that too. So anyway, so there's a couple other platforms people are mentioning, but one of the other ones someone mentioned to me, um, it's a lot more expensive than Patreon, but I think you also have like more support with them and more control, which might be worth the fee to pay it. And again, it's a business expense, so it's like it's a write off. But again, it's a lot of like, will people, um, thank you, Erica. That's so kind of you. I really appreciate it. um, like, will people trust a different platform as much as they do with Patreon? I don't know. Because the thing for me is like, I would still do the same like rewards that I do. It's not like I would undo that. Like, I love annotating books and doing videos and things. So if there was a platform where you're at least able to like share stuff the same way, like I would still do all of the same things, you know? So it's just so frustrating. It sucks that they can just shut everything down without a specific reason and not have a hotline. Yep, I know. I know. It's the risk with anything, you know, when those things are super great when they work in your favor. But if you're ever like in the dark on the wrong side of it, like what do you do? It's just like, it just blows everything up, you know, that's the risk. And I've heard that before because I don't know, like I've seen some creators who've gotten banned from platforms, but usually they've done something like really bad, you know? And so I don't understand. Thank you, Aya. Thank you. It's scary. It's scary. So the thing I was saying is like my YouTube payday comes this week. So at least there's that income coming in. And then, you know, I do still have my like Etsy shop and stuff like that. So it's like I do have some diversification, but again, the big chunk comes from Patreon. Like I never would have went full-time YouTube if I didn't have Patreon. So it's literally like, you know, I don't have a 9 to 5 job to fall back on. I don't even, you know, I can go find work, but how quick is that going to happen? It's just like, oh, what's this? Okay. Hold on. I got something. Okay, hold on. Okay. We're just going to stay live while I do this because I got an email back. So look, they got it within an hour of opening today. So good to see. Okay. Let's see what it says here. I'm pulling it up. So they just emailed me. Let's see what's going on. Okay. Come on, open up. Now my computer's being slow. Okay. All right. We detected suspicious activity linked to your account. For this reason, the account has been disabled until we verify things from you. Okay. All right. See, this is sounding good. Hopefully that's all I have to do. All right. I need to verify my name, where I'm from, the payment method that I use, and my internet provider. Okay. Our foremost goal is to ensure your account's security, consider a possible reinstatement, and validate your ownership of the account. Okay, so maybe someone was trying to like hack me or something. Is that maybe what this could be? Okay, we're just going to stay live here. Thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. I'm going to respond to this here and see what happens. Okay, let me go through this. Thank you. So please hold. I'm going to get this all filled out. See, this is why I needed a support group because I just didn't want to sit and waiting around on my own because I was like, I can't handle it. So, Hold on, I gotta go grab something. Give me a second. Okay. All right. I think I got this here. Oh, man. I wonder what was suspicious. That's just still the same. Okay, people are talking. Hi. Maybe somebody has been getting in there trying to. Yeah, definitely. Hopefully you're able to get. Hi, Mel. Hi, Ruth. Hi, you guys are so sweet. I'm on the other screen typing stuff in. I'll be back as soon as I'm like done with it. You guys are awesome. They did get back to me pretty quick. That I do have to say that because it said their hours were 11 to 5 and it's only 9 to 5 and they got back to me by their PST too. So they got back to me pretty quickly. Okay, let me see. I got that info in there. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. My current internet provider. That's so interesting. I guess that helps them double check where it's at. Okay. Let me see. I think that's what I need. Hold on. Okay, it is. Okay. 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 I think that's everything. Double check. I think that's all I need. Okay. What? Okay, my hands are shaking a little bit, so. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, you guys are so great. Hi. Hi, everyone. Sorry if you joined while I was doing that. Most of you probably know by now who are here, but there were some new people joined. So I was waiting to hear from Patreon because this morning they had said my account had suspicious activity, which I understand. I mean, I'm glad if someone was trying to hack it. Of course, I'm glad, but I literally couldn't even get in to see it all. So that was terrifying. But if someone has access and is trying to change your bank information, it's good that they lock it down, of course. But I just didn't want anyone else to panic. There was a couple of my patrons that they had gotten refunded. So I was like, oh my God. I mean, obviously I want people to be refunded if someone else is trying to take the money, but it also is just I hope a bunch of people don't get scared from this, but this is a good response that they get back to me so quick. So thanks for being here, guys. I told you I just needed some emotional support because this was super overwhelming to wake up to and just be like, what the hell? Where did everything go? Okay. All right. Let's talk about something happy for a little bit. We'll see if they get back to me again quickly and if there'll be more stuff I have to do, because if it was suspicious activity. Hold on. Alexa, shut up. Alexa's trying to get in on my business today. If it is suspicious activity because of that, hopefully that means it's just change your password, make sure everything's okay, and then we'll have access again. But I did also hear that once they reinstate, you may have to wait so many days before you're able to do a payout again. So hopefully they would have it fixed at least by the first of the month, because that's when most people get billed, is the first of the month. So even if stuff is frozen for now, as long as it can be fixed by the beginning of the month, that would really help a girl out, right? Because pretty much everything is paid for the month except, my rent is coming soon. Okay. Whew. All right. My heart dropped when you saw my video. I know. You guys are awesome. Thank you for being here. But okay, we'll switch to something happy for a little bit and we'll see if they get back, because if you join later too, I have a bunch of presents around me. I'm going to try to do some present wrapping to keep my hands busy. Because it's been a morning, okay? It's been a morning, all right? So what is everybody reading today? Let's do that. Let's do the good old, let's talk about what we're reading. And we'll hope that they get back to me soon, since I sent over that. And if I'm going to have to, well, I should be able to do all of it while we hang out. I'm not in a rush, obviously. I just want that to get fixed. Hi, friends. Hello. You guys are so sweet. Okay. Should I show off? Yeah, tell me what you're reading. I'll show you some of the stuff I have to wrap up here. Although I have to be careful because Joe's watching. And one of these things is for Joe. So I have to make sure not to show that. All right. So I am gifting some nerdy nuts to my family, trying to get them hooked on it, right? Gotta do it. So I have a few containers of that I'm gifting away. I'm going to give my sister Lump of Cocoa. This was super good one. This one was dark chocolate, cookies and cream. There's fudge covered cookie dough. This one was so good. Then I'm gifting one of my friends Monster Cookie, which I haven't even ever tried. This one I have not tried, even though it looks like one I would like. I know that my friend would love this because this one is butterscotch peanut butter with chocolate chips, oats, and M&Ms. I love oats. Doesn't that look good? So I'm gifting that. And then kitchen sink, which this was one that I got as one of my bonus jars. So I didn't pick this one. And I'm not like a huge fan of some of the toppings. So I'm going to gift this one away. But this one has the honey roasted base, caramel sauce, chocolate chips, toffee, pretzels, and potato chips. So it does have a lot of good stuff. Look at the caramel on the bottom. It's just not my favorite. So I'm gifting these to some family members. Oh, Joe said she has to go back to work. Thank you for touching base, Joe. I'll do an Instagram post once I know for sure. Just waiting for them to get back. So yeah, so I'm gifting these to some of my friends. Then I made a set of my pot holders for my friend's mom. I really like how these turned out. These are so cute. These ones were just made out of some scrap material that I had, and they turned out super cute. So I'm going to give those to my friend's mom. I also got her, I don't want to fully unwrap this, but also my friend's mom, she loves her coffee drink. She has like an espresso maker thing. So I got her some peppermint sugar-free. I don't want to unwrap it because it's wrapped in bubble wrap, but I got her some peppermint stuff. Okay, let's see what some of y'all are reading. Books Forever is reading The Bride by Julie Garwood. You read it years ago, so it feels like reading for the first time again. So funny story about this. See, Jen's got some stories to tell. The Bride is my favorite Julie Garwood. Love it. And way, way back when, right? When like Romance Booktube in like 2020, when we were like really rolling on it, a bunch of us booktubers decided to do these like traveling books, right? And the book that I picked was The Bride by Julie Garwood because I had found this beautiful hardcover copy of The Bride. It was so pretty. And so I passed it around. And it made its way through 3 of the people before it got stuck with someone. And it got stuck with someone who like didn't want to read it at that time anymore. It had been like a year and a half since we'd signed up for it. We weren't even like really friends anymore. And I had just kind of given up hope that I would ever get it back because I was like, well, that's a bummer, but there are worse things in life. Well, that person, see, I'm being careful on tape. That person sent it to someone who is my friend. And my friend didn't want to annotate it either, but she at least sent it to me. She was like, hey, I know you want this back. Here you go. So I got this back 3 years later. I got The Bride back. I think I have it right here. Let me show you. I had found this beautiful edition that was like wrapped in everything. And it was a first edition hardcover of The Bride, okay? And it was annotated by me, Kayla, and Nicole. So if you don't know, Kayla from On the Fritz and Nicole from Who Picked This Book have both annotated this. And there were supposed to be 2 more people, but they didn't. So it took me 3 years, but I did get it back. So I'm so happy. I want to reread it sometime. And yeah, like all my friends have annotated it. Like here's a page that has like everybody's notes on it. So I was so thankful that my friend ended up still sending it to me, even though it was 3 years by now. So that was great. Andrea, you're not reading anything right now because you're waiting for the next Michelle Hurd book. It's a Christmas present. Oh, I love it. Marta is starting Queen of Shadows. Cool. William is reading Pride High by J. Bell. Cool. Mel. Oh, I'm so excited. Mel is currently packaging up a gift for me. And she has the day off. So wrapping up some fanfics for a meetup you're doing. Oh, that's so cool. That's so exciting. Andrea, without giving any spoilers, who's everyone's favorite mafia boss in that series? Oh, I think Andrea's talking about Michelle Hurd. The Sinner series. Okay. My favorite. Oh, shoot. I don't even know if I remember his name. I know who's my favorite. My favorite is from the Taken by a Sinner is my favorite. And I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but that was my favorite one in the series. Really want to do a traveling book with it. Yeah, it's fun. It's just tough because like because I did do one of the person's books. I did a Brianna Hale was sent to me, but they just like people lose steam. And again, like I'm not really friends with a couple of people in that anymore. So then do they want to read a person's book that they don't like anymore and pass it, So that's the risk is if they don't like you anymore, then you're in trouble. Planning to start PS You're Intolerable. Yes, Ruth, start that book. It's so good. I can't wait to reread that one too. Megan, Sword Catcher. I'm homesick today, but feeling a lot better. Decided to stay home. Good plan. Good plan. Nicholas. Oh, okay. Then I think I said the wrong one. Because the first one, I did not like Nicholas. So now I need to look him up. Hold on. The names are so similar. Maybe it's Captured by a Sinner. No, not that one either. Let me look it up. Because it's the one that's like the Cinderella one, which I know is book 3. Like, I know it's book 3. I just don't remember his name. 1, 2. Yes. It's Stolen by a Sinner. All right. Taken, Stolen, Captured. They're all the same name. So Stolen by a Sinner is Gabriel. So Gabriel's my favorite. There we go. I got to it. Nope. Liam was the Irish one. It's Gabriel. Liam was good too. I gave it on 5 stars. Okay. What else do I have here? Need to get started. I showed this off to my fated friends. We had a chat the other day. I, of course, tried to make some cute stuff for my nieces. So one of my nieces, I'm really proud of this. I made a doll sleeping bag and a pillow. It's in Christmas theme, so I hope she likes that. But I made a doll sleeping bag. So this is the little pillow for her dolly. And I'm able to like roll it up and tie it. I'm pretty proud of myself for this one. It's not the fanciest, but my 2-year-old niece won't care. She'll love it anyway. So yeah, it rolls up into this cute little thing for her dolly. So I made that for her. And then for the older 2, I made these crossbody satchels bags. So I think I now have everything for their presents. So I think I'll start with theirs because I also then got them these sticker books, which I want to do a craft like this. They're like a paint by number, but you use the stickers to fill it in. Because like here's the pages of the stickers. So I got them those and then the bags and then some candy. So I think I'm going to wrap those up. And just hope for Patreon to get back to me. The Bride way back when. Yeah, I definitely want to check it out again. Yeah. But then, this obviously threw my day for the loop. I have a lot to get done this week because I'm going to be gone from Friday to Wednesday or Thursday, right? So I have a lot of videos I wanted to like pre-film. I always pre-film, but videos I wanted to have done so that I had content for you guys. And there's videos I'm excited to do too. So this morning I was like, I can't film a video right now. Like my brain is too like all over the place. So I was like, well, we'll just have to wait on that. Oh, this is like also, I have candy for my nieces as well as is in these. But, when you're a kid, it's fun opening the thing. So I'm going to wrap each individual present and then it's going to be in a box as well. So yeah, these are some candy for them. This is candy for my sister. They're literally chocolate Pringles. Not chocolate covered Pringles. Like they're shaped like Pringles and it's chocolate. She'll like that. Oh, I think I've got everything. Okay. Yeah. I didn't have much other plans except to come here and do this. So We can make it almost like a reading sprint if people want to, or just keep putting questions up, because I'm just going to start wrapping these and waiting on them to get back to me. So hopefully they do. Put a box together. What a way to start the day. Just jumping in while working. Hey, Keisha. Oh, hey, girl. Thanks for saying hi. Oh, these boxes are smaller than I expected. I don't think these will fit in there. Wasn't expecting that. Might have to get creative with that. These are like my book boxes that I use. But I get them as like small as I can, so that when I ship to like, the Netherlands, they fit. But that won't fit some of my niece's stuff. Dang it. Well, then they'll just feel like they have more things to open. So that'll be fine. That will be all right. We shall not be stopped. Just start writing some names on these. Okay. Everly. Ren. What are some of you guys' plans for Christmas? Do you do like a big thing? Does anybody go on like family vacation for it? We're hoping to do that next year. We're trying to talk my grandpa into us doing a, because we did a vacation house for my grandma's birthday this year and we loved it. Like it was the best like family time we'd ever had. Yeah, it was the best time because we weren't like in a rush to hang out. You know what I mean? It's so often when you're there for Christmas, like you only have that day, that's all that you have. And for my grandma's birthday, we were at this place for like 3 days and it was really, really nice. So yeah, that was one way that we did it. And we're hoping that in the future we could do that for like Christmas. So that we could do that. There's lots of people that do that. So that'd be fun. I ended up buying the small packaging envelopes for books so I don't have to use boxes. Yep. I mean, that's what I use for all my books. I get the bubble mailers and then I just wrap them in tissue paper. And then if I'm like sending them really far away, I'll wrap that in bubble wrap if I can. But usually I'm pretty safe if I do that. I mean, I yet to see any that were severely damaged from that. I mean, no one's pointed it out anyway. Maybe someone's has been and they've just been too nice to tell me. But everything's made it there pretty safely. Keisha, Christmas Eve is at my dad's and Christmas Day is at your house. We're doing a seafood buffet and Christmas movie. That is awesome. For Thanksgiving one year, we did a seafood broil. That was fun. It was so different. And my cousins just decided that's what we wanted to do. So yeah, we did the big old pot and we put down like brown paper over the table in the like, it's called the addition. It was added on to my uncle's house. And then, yeah, we literally did the thing where you like dump it down the table and just grab pieces. I was like, this is so cool. That is not something my family's ever like done before. So it was really fun to do. I have this box too. Okay. I am all over the place. All right. That's for her. This is for my sister. That's for my sister. Oop. That's for my sister. And that's for my sister. Okay. Sorry this happened. Oh, Daniela, you're having Christmas dinner with your family here. But to have dinner, we take the whole day and bake and stuff. Oh, I love it. Karen, hi, Karen. Sorry this happened, Jen. Last year I got scammed and had all your money drained. Oh my gosh. It was terrifying. And it was scary. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad. Hi, Megan. Hello. Thanks for jumping on. I was able to, those who are just jumping on at Patreon, about a half hour ago, they did send me an email saying that it was suspicious activity. And so I sent them some proof of identity. And so I'm just waiting to hear back. So, I mean, of course, I don't hope that I was being hacked, but if that's what it was, sending that info will prove my identity and hopefully, I'll be able to change a password and like do that stuff and we'll be okay. Hopefully. That's what we're hoping for anyway. But I didn't say what I was reading. Yeah, there was supposed to be a reading vlog for my patrons today. So hopefully that's able to go out. Where are my scissors? I just threw everything everywhere and now I don't know where my scissors are. Kind of need that. Oh, under my leg. Under my leg. Oh, Tara, yes. Hopefully it was good progress. And they are like, yep, this is proof that it's you. Let us fix it. And maybe they'll say, like, please wait 3 days before you do it, and I'd be like, okay, we can do that. At least, here's the thing, too. Like, there's always, like, a silver lining. At least it didn't happen, like, on the payday, because that's the same day my rent is due and everything. At least if there was going to be a problem, happening in the middle of the month is like the best case scenario. Because as I said, most of my bills are paid and I have the YouTube payday coming. So we look for the silver linings when the clouds are about. So Tara's reading. So y'all who don't know this by now, Tara and I have a podcast. I always forget to talk about it because it's just kind of our sweet little thing that we do. But it's called the Sassy Romance Chats Podcast. And we've been doing that for over a year now, right? And last month, particularly, I just like threw a bunch of books at her because I read some really, really good ones. And I was like, girl, you must have them. And she's so sweet and is like reading them both right now. You guys obviously know how insistent that I get, but I made her read, well, not made her, she chose to read Hoarded by the Dragon and P.S. You're Intolerable. I am making everyone read P.S. Intolerable. I was like, if you're one of my viewers and you trust the recommendations I have, you gotta try that one. I've so far am batting 10 out of 10. Like, not a single person hasn't liked it yet. I haven't had a single complaint yet. Usually there's someone who's like, this didn't quite work for me. And then we're like, okay, you're wrong, but that's okay. But he's so great. They both are so good. Yes, it's such a good one. Okay, I was going to say what I was reading. So I finally finished Measure of a Man last night. I shared this. Oh, maybe I didn't share it on Instagram. I don't know where I share stuff. Oh, this gets picked. You're rereading Deliver. Oh, Sarah, that's awesome. Oh, I'm trying to read all the comments, so you definitely getting picked. Deliver is amazing. I finished Measure of a Man. See, thanks for keeping me on track. I am like, my brain today is, oops. Okay. Let's see. Oh, somebody is Etsy shopping. Sweet. Thank you so much. I will get that shipped out soon. I have another order to send out too. Yeah, I do have the link for my Etsy and everything down below if you want to check out. It is the last day of my 30% off. So definitely check that out because I'm going to kind of quote unquote like close it for the rest of the year starting on Friday and then hopefully come back in January with some like new designs because I want to make some new ones. Okay, Measure of a Man, y'all, is 2,200 pages, okay? That's about what it works out to. 588,000 words, all right? All right? So in comparison, y'all, hold on, let me grab it. I saw someone mention they read Manacled. I will come back to you in a second. Sorry there. Manacled is 370,000 words, okay? So 370,000 Measure of a Man is 588,000. So like 200,000 more words. It is huge. It's huge. And I was reading it on Sunday night, and I was going to stay up till I was done. Okay, I only had like 10% left, which again is like 300 pages, 10% is. But I was like, I'm going to finish it. Okay, who's this present for? I need to write it on here before I forget. This one is for Everly. Need to pay attention so I don't give the wrong presents to the wrong people. Here we go. And when I got to the end, it wasn't done. It wasn't over. And there was an author's note that said, the next chapter's coming in a couple days, and my fic was just over. And I was like, what the frick? What is happening? Well, then I had a thought, right? When I downloaded Manacled, it was in December of 2021, right? So it's my 2-year anniversary of reading Manacled. And after I read Manacled, everybody suggested other fanfics to me. And Measure of a Man was one of them. So I downloaded them all. But Measure of a Man was unfinished, right? And I normally want unfinished fics just because, I don't like waiting. I'm impatient. But Measure of a Man didn't get done until April of 2022. So the version of Measure of a Man that I downloaded was unfinished. So I still had 4 more chapters to go and download. The file is so large that I had to use the Amazon Send to Kindle website instead of my phone or email. Normally you can email a document to yourself. Can't do that. When it's a 42 gigabyte file, you cannot do that. So, which by the way though, Send to Kindle is very helpful because you can just drag and drop it. I downloaded some more fics last night. I know. And I just use that because you can literally put them all in at once and it sends them all as individual things. Anyway, if you're a fanfic lover, that Send to Kindle option on the website is pretty great. So anyway, so I didn't finish it on Sunday because I still had 4 more chapters left, which was 300 pages of the book left. Okay. So after church, I came home and I didn't stop until I was finished with it. So it was wonderful. It was definitely worth the time, but I look at that as more of a series. Like that was a series of books, that was like 4 or 5 books worth, right? Like if I had read, there's book series that I've read that are less than that, So anyway, Daniela, yes, it felt like a very big accomplishment. I'm very proud of myself. I wanted to get through it in December. That was my big fic to get through this year. And it took me 2 weeks. Mel wants to annotate it. Yes, it's so good. Oh, Sarah, you were saying you hope I get fixed. Thank you so much. I'm hoping to do it. I hope it does too. We're waiting to hear from them. Currently reading a Harry Hermione fic. Nice. I do want to read a Harry Hermione. I need to find a good one. Downloaded it a couple months ago and I had to download it a different way than usual. Yeah. Well, yeah, because even using my computer, I usually can email it to myself. That's what I was able to do the first time I downloaded Measure of a Man. I was able to do that. But it's bigger now. It also has photos in the file too, so that makes it bigger. But yeah, I had to use that. Because otherwise, Google tried to turn it into a link to a Google Drive instead, which you can't send that to your Kindle. So anyway, but then the fics that I downloaded last night, which I know all of you don't love. I'll move on from fan fictions in a second. But I wanted to go back to my Weasley goal. I want to read a fic with Hermione with every Weasley. And I hadn't read a Charlie one yet. So I read a Charlie fic last night, which was a marriage law with Hermione and Charlie. And then I downloaded a bunch more of those. And I also found one that's a Draco, Charlie, and Hermione, and that one sounds good. So I want to try that one. But yeah. So, okay. So the other books that I'm reading right now. Yes, Megan. And you know what? I wanted to answer you, but then, my Patreon was blocked. So I meant to comment on that you finished House of Earth and Blood. I'm so happy you read that. And you started Grim and Barrett. I'm reading Grim and Barrett today too. I was listening to that while I was freaking out over stuff. I was listening to that, which was comforting. I love that fanfic so much. Or that book. It's not a fanfiction, it's a book. So yeah. Getting ready to go browse the bookstore. Love it. Hoping you find something that makes you want to read it and you're in an okay next mood. Grim and Barrett is so good. You reread it recently and it filled your soul. Yes, they're so sweet. How many other people are like rereading Earth and Blood or reading it for the first time? I don't think I'm going to reread it. I'm just going to watch my live shows again. Because we did the read along of Sarah J. Maas last year. And so I actually reread those two books like at the beginning of this year, because that's when we finished up the read along. So we have two live shows that are both like 3 hours long where we talk about every detail of it. So I don't have the time to reread both of those. I mean, I could, but I'm starting the Outlander read along soon. And I'm planning to do a read along of North and South with a couple friends, or a buddy read. And then I'm doing a few other things. So I don't want to reread Earth and Blood again, but of course I need to remember some stuff. So I'm going to go watch the live shows, which you can definitely do too, because we talk about a lot of the connections between the other books. Because that was the point of that read along, was to pick up on the connections and everything. So, okay. Yes, I cannot wait for the new one. It's going to be awesome. My sister just got caught up. So that'll be fun because I think we'll actually be able to read it at the same time. I mean, obviously I'll read it faster than her. Like I'll probably read it in a day. But she'll be able to read it right away because she's all caught up now. Boop, boop, boop. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I know that it's not the most fun thing to do on a Monday. Well, maybe it's fun. I don't know. I try to be fun. Bloop. Now I just need them to review my stuff. Just waiting. Because I feel like the one that I got was probably a canned email of them like responding with like, if you're under review, you need to do this. So we'll see what happens once a person reviews it, and hopefully they'll tell me it's fine. You're reading Craving Danger by Michelle Hurd, which you have an arc from. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm so behind on Michelle Hurd. I have her on my I have both of the last two books in her Mafia series on my TBR, so I definitely will get to it soon. When yeah, rereading your favorites is always what I try to do. Does people know what their favorite books are yet? I know there was a poll that I saw someone do that, or no, did I do the poll? I did a poll asking people if they knew what their favorite was, if they had no clue, or if they needed to like reread, which is obviously what I do. So that's a cheat. But a lot of people say that they know what their favorite book is straight up, like they can just pick. So I'm wondering if some of you know what your favorite book is. Because I do not know. Like it is still kind of a three-way tie in my head between like three of them. So we'll see once I finish the rereads where we're at. Because I've reread one of them that I think is the favorite. And it did pretty good. It got a pretty high rating. So we'll see where it ends up. Okay. Anything else for them? I think that's everything for them. Is it? Yes? No? Oh, no, there's these. Shucks. Might need to buy a different box for that. Might need to do that. I don't know. Let me see. It's getting better. Let me see which ones. Okay, yeah, this one was for Ren. Sarah, you think your favorite are both ones you read this month? Oh, I love that. House of Earth and Blood and The Right Move. Yep. Good choices. Good choices. Okay. Well, for now, I'm just going to put their presents inside their bag. So that, and then I'll probably get a gift bag for them. And then I can like slide these in those. Megan M. Hey, girl. Your favorite of 2023 was Seducing the Sheriff of Nottingham by Cassandra Gannon. Oh my goodness. What is that? Girl, you have my attention peaked. Let me look that up. Oh my gosh, that looks so fun. Wow, that's a long one though. Your current favorite is Possess Me. Nice. Favorite book was Acheron. Oh, Marta, I am still traumatized by that book. I'm not even kidding you. I worked my way up to that book when I was young. I mean, I read that one, I think when I was like 15 or 16 is when I was reading that series. And that one broke me, man. It broke me. I wasn't prepared for it. But of the year, your favorite book, that's your favorite book ever. Oh, I love that. But this year, it's Heartless. Cheers, man. Megan, the whole series is fantastic. Nice. I love it. All right, and there's the second one. Here we go. All right. Also for my littlest one, I got her, she's obsessed with stickers right now. Obsessed. So I found this sticker book that it is the restickable stickers. So there are all these different like scenes and then you can move the stickers around. And I think she'll really like this. And then I also got her this like my first like watercolor where it has, you know, like the colors like on the page and you just use water to like loosen it up. I thought that would be a cool choice. So gonna go with those two for her. I'm gonna tape these together so that I can wrap them together. You found your favorite a while back in January, The Brazen One by Daisy Jane, A Grumpy Mechanic Hero. Well, that explains why that one is on my 12 Recs from 12 Friends. I definitely want to read more Daisy Jane. I've really liked a lot of the stuff I've read from her, so I have a feeling I'll enjoy that one too. There might be another book entering the top 10 if you read P.S. You're Intolerable. Yeah, girl. I mean, you're going to want to. I'm just saying. It's so good. Righty. You still cry every time. Yeah. I mean, I loved Ash so much. That was pretty much when I like lost interest in the series though, because he's the one I wanted so bad. And once I saw his story, like it was so depressing, but yet it was so good. Like I can't remember every detail now because it's been a decade, but I still remember the emotions. Like I know, like there's a few scenes that are still in my head I can remember, but it's, yeah. Someday I might want to reread some of those books, but Yeah, very emotional. I'm really late to the chat because you were in a meeting. Well, thank you, Shaniqua. Yeah, I know. I decided to give myself a nice background back there because I'm wrapping some presents and everybody's keeping me company while I wait to hear from Patreon. So I was like, we're going to wrap some presents and hang out. Oh, thank you. People are so nice. People are sending me nice things. Blah, blah, blah. What else was I saying? Sorry, I see something and I get distracted. Yeah, but everyone's keeping me company, so that's what we're doing. And since I have to keep my laptop so far back, I was like, I'm going to put on the calming fireplace. That's usually what I have on when I'm listening to audiobooks or when I'm sewing, is I put on the ambient stuff, you know. I usually have storm sounds on, but I muted this so that it wasn't making extra noise. The real question is, how many books do people have as favorites? Because there's one or two, then it's an easier choice. I mean, I try to make myself pick a favorite. I mean, you know that. That's why I do the rating system. But in general, the books that are on my top 10 are all my favorites, you know. But I read this year, I think I'll be at, what am I going to be at? I know I'm over 500. I'm over 500 books. So, you know, if I pick 10 books as my favorites, that's still only like 5% of them, you know. But the last few years I've been able to pick a favorite. But when I rated them, I picked a favorite and it was easy to stick to it because I was like, yeah, this was my favorite book. So, but the books in my top 10 are the ones that are going to show up everywhere. I'm going to talk about them nonstop. You really want to read P.S. You're Intolerable, but you'll probably wait for the audiobook. Totally fair. I actually haven't listened to any of Julia's books because I've been on her ARC team for the last 2 years. So I've had to read all of her books early. Not had to. I mean, I've been able to. So actually, I haven't listened to any of them. I have some of her previous series saved that I do want to get to. This one is on. And those ones have audiobooks, so I might do those. But yeah, I've been able to read arcs for all of her books, so I haven't had to do that. Nice. But yeah, I just love her books. She's quickly become in my top authors because even the ones that aren't my favorite, I usually like them a lot. Like, her heroes are great. Her heroines too. Okay. What's next? Oh yeah. That's right. I got this cute bag for Alma's present that has a dinosaur on it. Hers is in a bag so she can open it easier. Mm-hmm. Okay. Where is the tissue paper? I know that I had that. Did I put that away? I might have put that away. Oh, I have to get up to get the tissue paper. Hold on. You think I'd have enough stuff scattered around me by now? Okay. How is it going with creating a list of authors with only 1 or 2 books? Well, it's going to be authors with 5 or less books. And I'm actually going to bump that up to 10 or less because I had a lot of trouble. There's a lot of them that people suggested to me, but I want to do like a rec video of ones I've read. And I honestly haven't read enough that only have 5 or less. So I'm going to go with if they have 10 or less books. So yeah, I have that list. It's in one of my videos I need to get to, but there's always something that comes up that I have to do more, And now I pretty much have my videos for the rest of the year planned out, so maybe that'll be one that I get to next year, hopefully. Yeah, hopefully. I'm sure they're just trying to figure it out for you. Oh, Amanda, you just saw the Patreon account comment. Yes. I know, Amanda. I thought about that too. Amanda and I were trying to do something with her account. I don't want to share everything that's happening. And so we put in tickets, but I don't feel like that's the suspicious activity. The ticket, they said that it was suspicious activity, and then they asked me to confirm all of my info. So I think it might be because someone tried to hack it. That could possibly be it. But I have verified my info, sent them my internet provider information and some other stuff, and we'll see what happens. Are you going to do the same thing you did in January? So I am going to try to do the vlog again, where I'll pick 4 books and let people choose this or that. I did that, and that's how I read God of Malice, because I did authors I'd give a second chance to. Yeah, that's what I plan to do. I have done a New Year's Day or New Year's week reading vlog for the last 4 years. So I definitely will do that again. I like doing it. And it was fun because last year I read Full Metal Alchemist. I read God of Malice. I read an arc that was sent from an author, and then a historical. Those are all the ones that I read. So I'll do something like that again. It's fun. And I like when people get a vote on it. That's not something I like to do all the time because, as you know, I'm a mood reader. And if you give people the option to pick a book you don't want to read, it's usually going to be that one. Let's just be real. It's usually going to be the book you don't want. And then I end up dragging my feet. And nobody wants that, So I will hopefully do that vlog. And yeah, we'll see which categories I pick this time. But I'll definitely do a poll again. Amanda, you can't check your personal email until the evening, but I'll keep you updated with them. Yeah, please do, Amanda. Definitely. And message me on Instagram or my email, because obviously I can't check the messages on Patreon. So don't send me any messages there. But yeah. And honestly, Amanda, if that ends up being the reason that they had suspicious activity, then they're jacked, because that makes no sense. And Megan L. tried to do the same thing that you tried to do, and they didn't do anything then. So, I don't know. We shall see. Look what giving Rena Kant a second chance did for you. I know. That's why, I'm always trying to be open to second chances, man. I'm always open to second chances, because You just never know. Now, that's why I have more of the 3-book rule. Like I say this, unless a book like offends me so much that I don't want to support an author again because their book made me so mad, which again, very rarely, then usually I'll give them a second chance. And like Rena Kent, I always go back to this. I had liked some of her books before. That's why I kept reading so many of them, because I had liked some of them before. You'll use Instagram for me. You're so funny. So yeah, there's a few authors I have in my head that I want to do the give a second chance to. So, oh, Kelly, hi. Thank you, Kelly. I really appreciate it. Oh, it's nice to hear from you. Yeah, hopefully they get their stuff done. Oh my gosh, this bag is so cute. There's white sand on this side and like silver on this side. It's cute. Yeah, it's been a stressful morning, but I'm just waiting on an email to tell me what's going on. So we shall see. All right. Packed up hers. Okay, so for my friend's mom, I have the pot holders that I made, the peppermint stuff for her coffee, and then some sugar-free candies for her too. This is what her gift is. So putting one of these in a bag is always risky, but should I use this box maybe instead? I don't want to use a box that big. I might need that for something else. I don't know what to do. I think I can use that. I think I can. I'll just get another box if I need to. Your post on Patreon went live, but you can't check it. Yeah. There was one person who maybe they did it through their email. They were able to click the link to get through to the video without going to Patreon. They used the email that sends out, because she was like, I'm watching the vlog right now. And I was like, well, I don't know how, because nobody else has had access to it. So I don't know. But wrapping presents is hard. That's why I let someone else do it. Oh, yeah, that's funny. No, I mean, I like doing it. Right now, it's helping with the stress. Like, I feel good. I'm doing something productive. I'm glad it's one of those things where I'm glad I'd already bought everyone's presents, so I don't feel guilty about it. She's going to think this is a bottle of wine or something and be like, what's Jen doing? I like putting presents within presents. It's fun. Where do I keep putting my tape? Jeez. Keep putting stuff where I can't see it. You buy yours through Amazon, and otherwise they won't arrive. Yeah. Yep, I do have 3 things left to get. But they're like food items, so I don't have to order them. I just have to go pick them up from Fleet Farm. My brother-in-law, I always get him some grill seasonings and some like dry rubs for his meat. He's a hunter. Ruby. What's a book I would gift anyone? Hi, Candace. Hi, my friend. Ruby. For romance specific, because I would go 2 different ways whether they would care if there's smut or not. Oh my gosh. Come on, tape. Hey, Candace, I'm doing emotional support, wrapping my Christmas presents and waiting to hear back from Patreon. I mean, what I will say on this point while I wait for Ruby is it's like, I mean, that's literally my career is like recommending books to adults. So it's difficult to just pick one. I have a whole video with, 300 different tropes. So it's difficult to just be like, oh, this one. But trying to think, I mean, what did I give to anyone? One with and one without. Well, I've said for a while that like I would recommend The Takeover to pretty much everyone because, it's not an alien romance or a mafia or any of those things that might like scare people away. If it's their first tiptoe into it. And I think it has a really relatable story in some ways. So, I mean, The Takeover is one that I stand by. And I mean, technically, I'd probably say Outlander because that's not technically in the romance section, as I get told by people all the time. So I would probably recommend Outlander to people, but that one is a little more niche based on like where it is and everything. Because I once one without. I mean, probably a fantasy series then. Like I would recommend Mistborn to people who don't like romance. My best friend Sarah is actually listening to those right now and she loves them. I'm gonna have to take off the sweater. I have to go down to my workout top. It's getting hot in here, but if I open the window, I'll freeze to death. So excuse me. It's not a strip show, YouTube, okay? It's just a tank top. All right. We're good to wrap up this one. You were just going to say The Takeover. Yeah, I think it's good. I mean, that one just has so much more going on even than just the smut, even though it starts with the one night stand and it's such a good story and it's funny and it's dealing with a really real issue. I mean, that's why it first like moved me so much is because like, right. Hold on. I'm just answering someone. Right, get banned from YouTube for it. Yes, I had 2 scheduled posts, so it's posted now. Okay. Yeah, I had 2 scheduled Patreon posts today, both a video and then a poll. And so some people are getting their notifications for it, which I mean, that's encouraging in a way because they're not getting just like, it means that the site is still there. They've just blocked us from it. So hopefully once that gets fixed, then we'll be good. Okay, I'm not going to wrap this huge one quite yet, but that's Julie's ready to go. Okay. Let's see. Your favorite books are a trilogy, The Fallen World. Oh, damn. That is a trilogy for you. That's a good series. It's a good series. You can vote. Oh, let's see. Wait, what's this? I just got something. Thank you for the necessary information. It looks like everything is verified and your account will be back up shortly. If you find that your account has any additional issues, please respond directly to this email. Okay. Wow. All right. It looks like it's fixed. Let me see. if I can log into it. Okay. Maybe I'll have to change something. Page has been suspended because it is involved. Okay, it might take a bit on my end. At least I'm able to see it now, but it's still, oh wait, I'm still suspended from it, but I can see it at least. So maybe I just need to wait. But yeah, you guys are able to get it, so that's good. Okay, it's working. Okay. Oh my gosh. They did work really fast, so yeah. So I could at least log in. I still don't have access to like everything yet, but it said it'll take a little bit. So oh, thank God. So I just still have to wait a little bit, but before I couldn't even log in, it just said your account is gone. So let me see. Oop. Yeah. Yeah, I still can't quite, but at least I could get that. So we'll just wait and see when they do that. But you guys should have access to it now. Looks like I didn't really lose anybody either, so that's good. Oh, thanks, Daniela. Oh, thank you. Sorry, now I'm just kind of like sitting with it. Oh. Okay. Thank you guys. See, I told you I just needed someone to sit with me so that I didn't go crazy. Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, at least like I'm a practical person, so I mean, I'm glad that if it was like someone trying to get in my account that they like lock it down, and they did get it fixed within 2 hours of them being open. So, they reviewed my info and got it back up that fast. So, that definitely gets a good review from me. Hopefully this doesn't happen again. Oops. But at least they do respond very quickly. Amanda will have to see if they respond to the other ticket that was put in, because I had that other issue in, so hopefully they'll get to that too. Sorry, blow my nose on here. Hannah, I do have a Venmo. I have in the description, I always have my like I have my PayPal and the coffee app down there too. But hold on. That's what it is. Okay. Okay. This has been a tough, 6 hours today, but it was good. Kept myself busy today. And I feel better now. So thank you guys for your support I needed my emotional support friends today. See if it gets back up and running here soon. I know that there was at least one person. Yeah, I'm still waiting on it, but at least I can see it. And I can tell that you guys can vote on the most recent poll. So that must mean you guys have some access to it at least. Because people are voting on it. There we go. Look at that. And the vlog is up too. So everything works fine on your end and with the app. Great. Had the same issues. The 2-step thing didn't work and took me a month to get your account back. Oh my gosh. That sucks. I'm glad you got it fixed super fast. Yeah, for real. They did not keep me waiting, which is very wonderful, especially without a phone call. There's no one to call. I was really nervous that it was going to take days, but we'll see how long it takes till I can because I don't have access to the funds on there or anything. That's still locked. And there was someone who they got refunded because it was their day to pay or whatever, and they got refunded theirs. So that kind of sucks. Aw, thanks, Candace. Thank you. It's an emotional day today. I love you guys. I'm actually going to still finish the thing I was wrapping because I have everything around here, but I'm sweating so bad. Sorry for my weight loss chicken arms here, but I'm sweating so bad. Oh, thank you, Hannah. I appreciate it. Ugh, stressful. Okay, what else am I going to wrap? I'm going to wrap a few more things still so that I didn't take all this out for nothing. All right. What else do I have that'll fit? Can I fit their stuff in here? So what I'm doing for my best friend, I know, Amina, I'm so happy too. Hi, V. Hello. Oh, thank you guys. Hold on, I'm going to post something here so that I can pin this. Because I can, oops, I don't want to give myself that. Yeah. I'll pin that so new people hopping in will see it. Thank you guys. You're awesome. Okay. So what I'm doing, like I said, for my friends is I'm doing a personalized, I don't know another thing to call it, a food basket, right? If you were to order a fruit basket or a food basket for somebody. So I found a bunch of their favorite things and some fun things so they could make a charcuterie board, or they could do something like that because they really love that. My friend Matt, he is my best friend's brother, and he's married, unfortunately. Best friend's brother is not a trope that I can have, but he loves weird snacks. He loves that stuff. So, the International Snack Company, they send me those for videos. I give him a lot of those snacks that I'm not interested in because they just love trying new things, which is really fun. Thank you, Monica. Thank you. From Mexico, Feliz Navidad. That's about all I can say, but I can say that. So I found some cute stuff. So of course, like I said, I'm getting them one of the peanut butters. Then I found a few at the dollar store, actually, of these fun little sample sizes of stuff. This might be hard to see. This one is strawberry vanilla jam. And this one is a cookie butter. And then I got them some shortbread cookies for it. So they'll have those. And then I'll have some cheeses and a little sausage, and I do still need crackers. That was something that I needed. So I'm going to do that for them. And then for my best friend, his sister, for her and her husband, I'm doing like the same thing. But they just have a few like different items in them. Okay, so see if I can fit it though, because this box isn't quite as big as I was thinking. Oh yeah, I also got some of these like yummy cracker cookies. Those are so good. And my Dollar Tree had these bubble teas in a can. I've never tried these. But they're really cool looking. So again, they like trying weird stuff. So I was like, all right, let's do it. So put that in there. Try to make it look really cute in here. Off to the bookstore. Yeah, go have so much fun. Thanks for hanging out during my crisis today. I really appreciate it. I know the drama is fixed, so I'll get a couple more of these wrapped, and then I do have work I needed to do, but I was just like, I can't do it right now. So that's how we ended up hanging out today. Have fun at the bookstore. Woo! Those bubble teas aren't too bad. Well, that's good. I mean, that's the fun thing about Matt is even if it's like not great, he still likes trying everything. So yeah, even if it's not the best, he still loves trying it. So that's fun because if there's something weird that like I don't necessarily want to eat, I'll like gift it to him and then he'll tell me if it's good or not, which is very helpful. Yeah, I do want to gift them some crackers too, because there's the shortbread, which is for the sweet stuff, but I'll maybe package that somewhere else because it won't fit in my cute little box. So we'll wait for it. Oh, what a day. Still hope that it clears me soon though, because it's still waiting on that. Jenn, I am heading home on Friday, probably around noon, so that I make it before it's dark. So yeah, trying to get caught up on everything. Get videos filmed that I need to and all that. And then yeah, I'm gonna head home on Friday, and then I'll hopefully be back on, oh snap, I broke my finger. I'll hopefully be home on Wednesday or Thursday. We'll see. We'll see. Matt and Jess. Okay. Right, and then do same thing for Sarah and Sanjay. I'm a little miffed at them because they decided they're going to Arizona the day after Christmas. We usually all hang out for a few days, but they decided to take an impromptu trip to Arizona and ditch us all. That's not very nice of them, but that's okay. Her husband is in grad school and he's going to take summer classes this summer, so they can't really go anywhere this summer. So I guess I'll forgive them. Okay. I forgot to talk about one of the other books I was reading because I've been so stressed out today. So, final thing. The other book that I'm reading is The Two Fights by Nikki Castle. I'm reading that for the Patreon. And I'm actually liking that really, really well, like really good. Liking it a lot. I'm liking it a lot. I'm liking it a lot more than I liked the first one, actually. The first one, I just wasn't a huge fan of it. So that's partly why I never continued the series. But Patreon picked it, so it happened. And one of the differences in their package, I got them some taffy. Everything wrapped up here. So yeah. Taffy. All right, got theirs done. Oof. Are you gifting any books to anyone that I can share? Not actually. I really scaled back on gifts this year just because, yeah, I needed to. I needed to make wiser choices. But one book I'm gifting someone is like my sister wanted a devotional, so I did buy her a devotional. Or a book about motherhood, I guess. It's called Hard is Not the Same as Bad. So this is like the only book that I'm gifting. I am gifting a few people some like gift cards, but otherwise I'm just not doing that because I needed to be wise with my money, which is difficult because like gift giving is my love language. I love getting gifts as well. It's one of my love languages, but like gifting gifts is one of my love languages. And so Christmas time is when I kind of go a little bit like rabid and I just want to buy everything. And the past couple of years I've done like pretty extensive gifts for like friends and things. And I just was like, Jen, you don't have to do that to show your love, even though I like want to. So I'm not going as crazy Santa Claus as I would like to, unfortunately. Okay. Are you going to ever read the Cat and Mouse duet? No. I won't be. I have had that series 2 different times and I've unhauled it. Based on what it's about and based on the reviews of multiple friends of mine, it's not one that I would like. And for the topics being what they are in that book, I'm not willing to like put myself through it for a book I might not like. So I unfortunately won't be reading the Cat and Mouse duet. Sorry if I'm disappointing anyone, but I just usually triggering content, I'm okay. You know, I'm usually isn't a huge issue, but based on what's in that one and stuff like that, I'm not, I just don't want to read it. You hate buying gifts. I never know what to buy. However you love getting them. Yeah, it's difficult to choose. Got everyone your favorite books. That's a great thing to do. I found your channel while looking for reviews. Oh, for that. I'm sorry. I mean, so many of my other fellow creators have read it, but my like closest friends who read it gave me pretty detailed thoughts on it. And I'm just like, to read it just to like slam it, I'm not interested in it. But yeah, it's just not my thing, but it is for a lot of people. And I, of course, do not shame anyone who likes it. Good for you guys. Will I read other stuff by the author still? Yes. Like I really did love the Does It Hurt? I like Does It Hurt? So I would still read other things by her. I'm just not too interested in more like that one. Let's see. Will that fit in here? I think it will. So yeah, you are reading His Darkest Desire. Oh, nice. I need to finish that one, but I have Patreon books I have to read before I can go back to reading my the TBR that I want to read. So still don't have access on my end yet. But okay. Oh yeah, I also made these for my sister. They're Harry Potter ones. She'll like these. I don't know if that'll fit in there. There we go. I have not read the Boys of Tolman series yet. That's another one. I don't know if I will. I don't know if I will. We'll see. The size of those books and like, I just don't know. I don't know about those. I'm not like 100% sold, but I don't know. Do you hand sew or machine? Oh, I use a machine, Megan. I use a machine. I have that. I have a baby sewing machine is what I use to make everything. Okay, well, I need to get some lunch now that I can actually feel like I will eat something. And I still don't fully have access to it, but they said it could take a little bit. So at least they've said I will get it back. At least there's that. So I really appreciate all of you guys hopping on here with me. Bye, Tara. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Yeah. This was a really stressful morning. So thank you all for hopping on here with me and keeping me busy for a little bit. And just helping me through that today. It was a rough day. So I appreciate you all so much. And yeah, there's more videos coming this week. There's more stuff coming. Yeah, I just appreciate you guys so much. Have a great day. Have a wonderful Christmas. And we'll talk to you again soon.